Hey, it's Mo. I am so glad you're here today. There have been a lot of challenges in the world for me, for you, for people around us. No denying that. And my goal here, as you know, is to always be helpful. And for me, being helpful is finding ways to maybe help you find a little bit of joy, a little bit of color in your day, a little bit of something nice. So that's what I have been doing. That's what I continue to do. And today, I did want to mention, meet Renegade Wave. This is the piece of hair I've had all my life. It does what it wants. And I've named it Renegade Wave. And I have decided to embrace it. Someone on Instagram recently referred to it as my Superman curl, which I was like, okay, hey, I like that. So especially when I put my hair up, it's very evident. So along with the challenges going on right now, I must say working with natural light has been quite a challenge in the last couple of weeks. Around here it has just been dreary. We had a thunderstorm overnight with hail. We're supposed to have severe weather today again. It's very dreary again. I don't have perfect lighting. I only work with natural light so that you can see what makeup looks like on my real skin. No filters, no ring lights, nothing like that, which is the way that I choose to work because I want to be as real with you as I can. But I must say it is a bit of a hindrance when I want to choose to film. But today we're just going to adapt. We're going to do the best we can with the light we've got, because sometimes that's how you have to live your life, right? And I found something that is bringing me great joy over the last week and a half or so, and I wanted to share it with you. It is from Viseart, and it is the new Chou Chou palette. It's spelled C-H-O-U, C-H-O-U. This is the packaging. This is one of their Petite Pro palettes. It is their 6th, I believe. This is the 3rd one that I own. I have the first one and I think the second one, and then this is the only other one I have ordered. On the back they show the names of the shades. This is the outer packaging, of course. Very pretty. This is how all of the Petite Pros are packaged. And I ordered mine from Beautylish. I'd say a couple of days after it launched. This one kind of surprised me. Usually I have an idea of things that are coming. This one really surprised me. I don't think I knew until like the day before. And I kind of wanted to see what it looked like before I did anything. But then when I started seeing it and there were a few people who were able to review it early, I just thought, wow, that just really spoke to me, and it just looked really happy, which sounded great. So I ordered it from Beautylish for $30. Beautylish shipping is free at $35. I did order one other thing in order to get the free shipping. I always use the Bioderma micellar water to remove my makeup. I use that every single night. So I ordered another bottle of that, which I would have ordered anyway, so I did get free shipping. This is the inner packaging, which makes me so happy. I love the color. In general, I love these Petite Pros. I love the size. Let me show you a comparison with, like, here's a ColourPop concealer. So let's just give you a size comparison if you're not familiar with these. They're small. They're credit card, debit card size-ish, I'd say, but they pack a punch, and they pack quite a bit in there. I did you know what, I lied. This is my 4th one, because I got the Paris Edit, which I reviewed recently, also a lovely little palette. But this one, this color just is like happy. I'm happy. For me anyway, I adore it. So this is the front, and then on the back, it is their standard packaging for these. It has a little pull ribbon, if you want to call it that, and then you open it up and you have a mirror, and there are the shades in the palette, which I think, you know, it's I would almost call it a curious assortment of colors. Like, I wouldn't think to put silver with peach and maybe this bronze, but every time I've used this, and I've used it, I believe, yes, I've used every single shade in this palette. I've done a variety of different eye looks because I kind of keep going back to this palette because it's just making me happy right now. And I've been happy with everything. It's so colorful. And I don't wear a lot of super colorful looks, generally speaking, but it just works for me. It works for me. It makes me happy. It's made me pair things that I might not think of pairing. Today's a good example of that. So I wanted to show it to you, and if that's something that you think, like, especially if you're not a big, like, wear a bright color all the time, this might seem intimidating, or it might seem like too much, and maybe it is, and if it is, absolutely fine. But if you're like, I wouldn't mind a little color, wouldn't mind trying something, this gives you a fair bit of versatility. At least it has for me. Of course, I'm going to swatch these. I'm going to give it a review, but you already know, obviously, that I love this little palette, and I thought we'd just swatch it and talk about it, and I'll tell you, you know, what's on my face and all that stuff, and what other looks I've kind of done with it. So, in terms of the swatches, I'm going to try to read the names here, probably be inelegant at best. We're going to go across the rows here. So we have Sandcastle, Creamsicle, Sangria, and Popsicle. So very happy little summery names as well. There are the colors. When I do swatches, if you haven't been here before, I do live swatching and I keep it pretty simple so that there's not like extra dipping into the pan, and you're getting a pretty realistic sense of what these are like. And as I said, I'm not working with great lighting here today, but I'm going to do my best. Sometimes that's all we can do to show you the shade. So this one, and I often say this in my videos, the really light shades often don't show up well in a swatch for me because they match my skin tone, because I'm pretty fair, pretty light, fair light. You can sort of see Sandcastle right there, and then Creamsicle, Sangria, and Popsicle. There are the first 4 shades. And then the remaining 4, which are on the bottom row, are Icy, which indeed it is, Melon, Cotton Candy, and Sorbet. There are the other 4 shades. Let's just give you some swatches here. That Icy shade is quite icy. The Sorbet is lovely. I mean, really, these are all just great. And this one that I'm swatching right here, which is, oh, excuse me, this is Sorbet. Which one was I talking about? Melon. I'm sorry, I was talking about Melon. How nicely that swatches. Sorbet is not getting its due in this swatch. This might be my favorite shade in the entire palette. It is a beautiful peach, gold, pink duochrome, which I've used probably the most of all the shades in the palette. So there are all the shades in the Petite Pro Chou Chou palette. I love it. I already said that. Let's talk about what's on today, or what I decided to use today. I fully intended to do a pink look today, but this little palette just like causes me some kind of inspiration. So I was like, I'm gonna try the peach, which I did. And I put that kind of all over the crease and did a bit of a halo eye. So I put that on the outer third and the inner third of both eyes. And then I wanted to see what Icy would look like paired with peach. And that's what we got. And I love it. I love it. It's bright, it's pretty, it's got some warmth from the peach, and it's nice and shimmery from that beautiful silver called Icy. And I'm so happy with the look. And it wasn't a ton of work. It wasn't like I put all of these 8 colors on. I used 2 colors, and I'm very happy with the look. I've also done, so that gave me a very peach look with silver. I've used this pink kind of in the crease and all over, and then added some of this and this in the center. I've done a more neutral look with it, particularly with, as I said, I love the Sorbet color. I've used that as a highlight. I've used it as an inner corner highlight. I've used it on the center of the eye. Just everything about this I absolutely love. And then when you're done, you get to go like that. It's just adorable. And you're done and you put it away. And it's just, for me, this is just happiness in a palette. And so I wanted to share that with you because I think that's the best way for me to be helpful right now, is to continue sharing my very genuine love of makeup. You know, life is really real right now for you, for me, for people around us, and we are all kind of finding our way. We're all kind of figuring out in what way we can help other people. We're adapting, we're adjusting, we're dealing with things we never really imagined. So we're all just doing the best we can, and I think that's true of you too. I'm sure you are doing your best. That's what I'm doing, that's what I'm trying to do with my family, and you know, whatever you're feeling is acceptable. If you're feeling scared, or you're feeling worried, or you're feeling like, I don't know, I'm okay, you know, or I'm kind of adjusting, or if you're laughing at something that you find funny, you know, it's all okay. we're all just doing the best we can, and we're kind of helping each other along, and that's what I hope to continue to do here. And I always appreciate you being here, always, because I absolutely adore this stuff. I love to talk about makeup, and for me right now, it is very much my therapy. It is very much my meditation, and I'm hoping sharing it with you is a little bit helpful. And I hope you are finding peace today, and I will talk to you soon.